When was the last time that you woke up in the morning and said to yourself, you know what, I hate my life. I hate myself. I want to make myself struggle today. I want to make this the most painful day of my life. You probably don't do that. When was the last time you woke up and said, I am going to turn lead into gold. I am going to prove my worth. I am going to put out blood, sweat, and tears. So tonight, when I make the money, when I reap the words of my business, I'm going to say, I deserve that. There were blood, sweat, and tears involved. Anyone who says blood, sweat, and tears hates themselves, okay? Hello, beautiful, and welcome to Asking for the High Ticket Sale. Here's the thing. There's something in your business. There's something about you. There's something about the work you do and how you do it and how you shop in the world that supports your clients to say, oh my God, I manifested you when you ask for the sale with your messaging, when you ask for the sale with the packaging, when they see your website, when they land on your website, when they listen to your podcast, they go, oh my gosh, where's she been all my life? I just manifested my dream coach. I just manifested the person who's going to support me to lose the weight. I just manifested the person who's going to support me to make 7-figure months. I just manifested the person who's going to support my marriage to work so we don't have to go through divorce. I just manifested the divorce coach who is going to make this divorce feel like cashmere on me and my kids' nervous system. That is the thing. Where do you find clients who beg you to work with them? It's never about the money when it comes to high ticket sales. It's never about the money. It's about people who are willing to invest in themselves at a higher level, people who want the highest rate of return, people who are looking for exponential expansion, people who, when you put out something, let's say I say to my email list, you know, I have 2 spots left this month in Asking for the Sale VIP Day, or I have 1 spot left in the Leadership Love Letters VIP Day, or 1 spot in Supernatural. And they immediately jump in and go, oh my gosh, I've been manifesting this all year. It's because they care about it. It is important to them. I work with coaches, accountants, and attorneys. So when I talk about asking for the sale, when I talk about leadership love letters that create messaging that sells, when I talk about supernatural, so that you work with the faith of God and serve at the highest, deepest level, selling 250K offers, they immediately say, oh my gosh, they care about it. It is important to their business. It is useful for them. It adds value to their life and their business. It simplifies their life. They can see their kids again. They can spend time with their family. They can travel, have the money, flexibility, creative freedom, and resources. Oh my gosh, it is most useful to them right now. They jump in and they think they've manifested me, and they think, oh my God, where have you been? We've been waiting for a space here. There's always a world. There's a whole world of people, who are entirely obsessed with the offers that you sell. Whether it's $1 million offer, a 500K offer, whatever it is. Because for them, it's not about the money. They care about that outcome. They want to stop smoking. And they want to stop smoking the way that you talk about it, because they've tried everything else. So when you send the messaging out, when you post the video, when you do whatever, the thing that they hear that makes them think they want to work with you and raise their hands to ask for the sale, yes, there's a whole world obsessed. And those are the people that 99% of coaches are not talking to. They wake up trying to turn lead into gold because they hate themselves. They hate their lives, and they need to prove their worth because they don't believe when Jesus says they're already worthy, already valuable. No, they don't believe that. They don't believe that they're fearfully and wonderfully made. So they have to prove their worth, and then they have to feel insecure, and then it's challenging to get on video and share. It's challenging to sell because they need to overcome objections first. And so when the client says yes in the sales conversation, they still sell because they didn't even hear the yes because there were no objections, and they used to selling and getting a yes only after objections. So they think, oh my gosh, it can't be that easy. It can't be that simple. No, these are people who value working with you and value the coaching relationship with you and value the outcome that they co-create with you in that coaching relationship. There's some people who've worked with me simply because I love wearing yellow. They don't love wearing yellow, but they're so excited and happy that someone is as cuckoo and quirky as me to wear yellow every single day of their lives. And then I get referred to people because it's the coach who wears yellow all the time. You can't miss her. You watch her videos, like it's totally all yellow. On my other channel, on my main channel, it's all yellow. Yeah, it's true. So people work with me because of that. Some people work with me because I'm African. Some people work with me because of this or that. There's always something about you, the way God made you, that attracts the people that God made you for. And when they see you, they recognize themselves in you and in the offer and in the outcome. And they raise their hands to work with you. And it has nothing to do with your credentials, nothing to do with how much money you're posting on Stripe that you made last month, nothing to do with that. Simply because you showed up as you to do the work that God is doing through you. How does it serve you to interact only with the clients who are obsessed with working with you? so that your messaging speaks only to them. The way you price your offers, it's not about the people who can afford you. It's about the people you're here to bless with that 250K outcome, with $1 million outcome. And that's who you talk to in your messaging. That's exclusively who you sell to. That's exclusively who you deal with. And if somebody else sees you, that's your peripheral vision. They're welcome to come in, but that's not who you're talking to. You focus on the people who are obsessed, the people that it serves you to interact with every single day in your pricing, your messaging, your positioning, your packaging, your marketing, and your sales. So I don't speak to people who want to learn how to overcome objections. Even though I spent years overcoming objections and I've mastered every one of those, oh my gosh, that is a window. And God has closed that window and opened the door of messaging for me. I'm not here to follow up with you. You either want what you want or you don't, because leaders say yes, they don't say maybe. So if you're a maybe person, you don't even apply to me, because on my application form on the website, it says if you're not a yes or 10 out of 10, it's not for you, because I'm a high ticket value coach, which means I'm not here to play, to give friendship bracelets to a million people. I'm here to serve one person at a time. And I can't work with 20 people, so I work with 5 people a year. I'm not here to work with everyone. So the people that want what I have and are thinking, oh my God, it's exclusive. They invest. It's not about the money for them. It's about the outcome we're going to co-create together. It's about the creativity. It's about them partnering with God and Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit. It's about them working with the coaches not afraid to say the word Jesus, who's not afraid to get canceled. It's about them working with the coaches who doesn't care for friendship bracelets, who's like, I'm not here for that. Whatever. That is it. Because they see themselves as that kind of leader, and they're looking to partner with somebody who's like, yeah, your message is not here to convince people to make them buy. It's not here to make them like you. You're not here to pass out friendship bracelets. You're here to do what God is doing through you. So you do not minimize your messaging. You do not screw yourself over. You do not bargain with God. You do not put God in a box. You let God out to partner with you so that God does the work through you for your clients, because your clients can do the work without you. They don't need you. So if you're looking for clients who need you, yeah, when you see my messaging, you're going to say, no, Mimi's up her rockers. I'm not working with Mimi. Exactly. And that's okay, because I'm not talking to you. It's like fashion designers who make clothes, and they say the clothes are not for you. So it doesn't matter if you don't buy them or go on social media and disparage me. They're not for you. You're not my niche. And everybody gets pissed. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, that wasn't made for you. Why are you so mad? It wasn't even about, she didn't even think about you when she was making that dress. No. So here's the thing. What about the people who don't get it? Who say, Mimi, yeah, I just want to sell 5K offers and be affordable to everyone. They have never seen my videos. When they see it, it flashes across the screen. I did a video about high ticket sales and how to ask for the sale using the words that sell. They don't resonate with those words. They resonate with words like pain, with struggle, with staying stuck. So when they see words like investment, opportunity, or challenge, or desire, it doesn't land for them. Thank God. So it's the same thing. When there's certain words that you don't resonate with, when you see them with a coach, you don't even look at it. You don't even blink, because how is that? They're not talking to you. You don't even hear them. You want to talk to people who recognize themselves in your offer, outcome, results, and value. This is important, the coaching relationship with you. And again, I'm talking to coaches. There are people who are mentors, who are strategists, who don't coach, who sell courses. That's great. I am talking to people who are here to serve at their deepest level with coaching, okay? And here's the thing. What about the people who don't get it? What do you do with that? 99% of coaches, when I listen to their messaging, when I listen to their podcasts, when I hear their interviews they do online, when I see their Facebook lives or their IG whatever, and I think, oh my gosh, this entire messaging is subconsciously trying to make people who don't believe in what you're doing believe in it. You are trying to convince them. Your message is basically trying to convince them that they're wrong. It is never your job as a coach to convince anybody they're wrong. When clients say to me, when my colleagues would say things to me like, Mimi, who invests $250 in a PDF about money mindset? Nobody's going to do that. And then they see 10 sales came in today and they go, oh my gosh, people do that? It's not even a book. I know. You're right. No, but who invests in that? Because you don't want to argue with people. It's not your job. You're not an attorney. Why? I don't argue for free. If I'm in court, I'll argue if I have to. And usually I don't have to. Nobody argues, they settle. So if I'm in court, I'll do that. But if I'm a coach, I'm not going to argue with you and try to convince you that you're wrong. I agree with you. Just like when, colleagues used to say to me, when I ask a question, did you do blah, blah, blah? Well, Mimi, that's above my pay grade. You're right. It's above your pay grade. I agree with you and I walk away. When you say it's too expensive, you're right. Stop trying to convince people they're wrong. It's offensive. It makes them feel small. It's one thing to create messaging, but it's one thing to make people feel small. That's disrespectful. And when you try to convince them they're wrong, the messaging, it repels people, even the clients who want to work with you, because they see the smallness coming through, because you're speaking from a victim place, a rejection place, I'm too big place, I know more than you place, I make 7 figures a month place. No. Support the people that you're here to support. Stop convincing the other people that they're wrong. Allow them to be great in their wrongness, because they believe you're wrong, and let them be great believing that. Let all of us be great. We can all get along. You're wrong, I'm right, whatever. I agree with you. I agree with you. So actively build the coaching offer and the messaging that supports the clients who want what you have, to raise their hand and ask for the sale. Speak exclusively to those people so that you never have to overcome another objection in your life. So you don't have to follow up, because maybe it's not leadership. You want to attract leaders who say yes or no, powerfully, yes or no. And then they raise their hands and ask you for the sale. I'm diving into all of this in my book, but in the meantime, you can join the Asking for the Sale VIP experience. The link is below, or the Take My Money Now experience. And those links are below. And let me know how this lands for you.